Right now on Good Morning Northwest, we have issued a weather alert for your Friday morning. I've got who will see the biggest impact throughout your day and what you can expect for your weekend forecast. That's coming up.
The Washington House has passed a piece of gun legislation that has stirred up controversy with some Washingtonians. Why the term assault weapons is at the heart of the debate. And after what could be some political pressure from the GOP, major financial companies halt discussions on tracking gun sales. Hear why the GOP says it's going to do more harm than good. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Friday, March 10th. I'm Jill Sperling. It is a weather alert day for many people up and down the valley. Let's turn things over right away to First Alert Weather's Jason Valentine for the latest on this alert day. Jason.
Thank you so much, Jill. Good Friday morning, everyone. And well, welcome to the weekend. And again, we have one less hour this weekend, so do keep that in mind. So folks, let's take a look at what we are looking at this morning. And folks, we have quite a bit of shower activity that has already come down, and it will continue to come down as we move into our morning hours. Heavy precipitation, all of our regions, and it is going to end pretty swiftly this morning, so do get ready for that. As we look at our radar, we do expect to see more shower activity on the way, especially for Ellensburg. The snow is going to be sticking around there a little bit longer than expected, and you can see that heavy cell that has been going through our areas. It is finally moving towards Dayton, but folks, we do expect to see more shower activity on the way. So our daily planner, we do have more snow on the way. Should be pretty light though for Yakima. Then we are going to see some clearing. So that is some good news there. In the lovely Tri-Cities area, rain in the morning and then it'll clear up. Then over in Walla Walla and along the Blues, we have more shower activity to talk about. Folks, it is a weather alert day. I'll get you ready for your day coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Here are the latest road closures. Parts of I-84 near LeGrand and Baker City are closed after reports of semi-trucks that have spun out and are blocking the roadway. Driving conditions are poor with blowing snow and ice-covered roadways. There's no timeline as to when the road will reopen. Authorities say drivers will have to wait until conditions improve. When it comes to ice and snow on the roads, it doesn't matter how good a driver you are, and it doesn't matter if you have four-wheel drive. Slow down. Be a cautious driver. Watch out for others. Also, don't use cruise control while driving in winter weather conditions. You could encounter black ice, which is transparent. It blends in with the road, so you often don't know you're driving on it until it's too late. Make sure to also check your tires before driving on snow and ice. If your tires are low on pressure, fill them to the correct pressure before taking off. For the latest on school and road closures and to get more on this winter storm and see pictures or videos, click on our weather blog on yaktrinews.com. We are keeping it updated throughout the morning. It's been quite the week in Olympia for the state legislature. Lawmakers working late into the evening as we reach the halfway mark for this session. Our very own Alyssa Warner tells us about how one of those bills is now causing some controversy among Washingtonians from a final approval that came from the House this week.
The reality is assault weapons are the weapon of choice for mass shooters. 6 times as many people are shot and killed when a mass shooter uses an assault weapon. 6 times.
House Bill 1240 would ban Washingtonians from making, selling, or distributing assault weapons. What's an assault weapon? That's been an ongoing question that raised a lot of concerns Wednesday night.
What is an assault weapon? Well, it says in here that it is like M16 rifles. But what does it mean to be like an M16 rifle? There's nothing in here that gives a strict definition.
Let's remove shotguns from this vaguely written notion of what types of firearms the underlying policy is trying to ban.
As I'm reading the definitions and the definition of what assault weapon is, there's a definition of a pistol.
1240 does include a list of weapons that would be covered by the potential law, as well as a definitions page. Advocates say having both makes this bill flexible enough to cover future firearms.
Having a non-exhaustive list of firearms along with a definition provides both clarity and context to courts who must interpret this legislation and citizens who must comply with it.
After hours of debate, the House did vote to pass the ban. That's not the only piece of gun control legislation the House passed just before deadline. Lawmakers also voted to approve House Bill 1143. Now, originally, this would have required you to get a permit before you could buy a gun. The version of the bill sent to the state Senate does not require a permit, but still requires training and a waiting period that Governor Inslee praised.
Bills that require some safety training so that you can show you have some modest degree of safety to recognize the operation of your gun have been shown through objective evidence to reduce gun violence. This would also make sure there's a 10-day waiting period so people don't, in the midst of depression, go out and buy a gun and take their life or commit homicides.
Alyssa Warner, Cap KVUE Local News.
The state Senate has also passed a bill that would make it easier to sue gun makers and would put more restrictions on gun sellers and advertisers. Governor Inslee says he's hoping all three proposals make it to his desk. Washington's Governor Inslee says he wants to push forward on the state's right-of-way initiative as we move farther into 2023. The right-of-way initiative was passed last year and works to move people struggling with homelessness from state-owned property to safer housing options. Inslee says he's ready to continue tackling the challenge, including continuing to clean up homeless encampments that have popped up all over the state. He says people need to understand this is far from a simple issue.
Well, I think this is a statewide phenomena that clearly the homelessness crisis statewide is a result of three things, and they're all related. Number one, we have a mental health crisis in the state of Washington. Number two, we have a chemical addiction crisis. And number three, we have a lack of housing crises. And that is true on our right-of-ways, on our parks, on our street corners, and our schoolyards. It's not exclusively just for our right-of-ways. These are all three statewide crises, and all of them have to be addressed at the same time.
The governor said about 17 of the housing encampments targeted by the state were in the process of closing, and 10 of them have closed so far. $7 million meant to help hungry families throughout Washington has been held up for months. It's left local food banks who are in need of this funding asking, what's the holdup? This funding from the Washington State Department of Agriculture allows people like Restoration Community Impact in Kennewick give out boxes of food to anyone in need, especially those in rural areas throughout the valley. Marlando and Stephanie Sparks, who run this free grocery store, were told the funds would soon be released in January. Well, we're now in March, and the Sparks say they don't know when they'll get that funding.
There are families that need food on their tables, and what them waiting every few moments is going to make the kids starve, is going to make elderly starve, veterans starve, disabled individuals starve. It's going to make them, it just makes it worse.
The Sparks say since emergency SNAP benefits ended March 1st, they need to get to the rural communities so people don't go hungry. Coming up in the 6 o'clock hour of Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you what the WSDA says is the reason for the hold. I'll return in just a moment, but first, it's a weather alert day. Here's Jason with another quick look at what we'll be seeing this morning.
Heavy showers have been rumbling through our areas overnight, and we do have more showers on the way this morning. I'll get you and your family prepared coming right up.
And when it comes to baby formula, the FDA is proving to be hard to please. Why the agency says baby formula companies just aren't doing enough to keep their products safe. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus $3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Does your property look like this? With 24/7 emergency service, First Choice Restoration will be on site for any disaster within the hour. They have the expert support you can trust. Never the call you want to make, always the first choice you should take. First Choice Restoration. We'll be there when you need us.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
We protect your house.
We're gonna do it!
And your car.
We need to keep our energy up. I want you to take me to Funky Town.
Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams.
Yeah!
And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Water damage comes from anywhere. With 24/7 emergency service, First Choice Restoration will be on site for any disaster within the hour. With the best restoration experts for water damage, you can trust us as your premier restoration partner. Never the call you want to make, always the first choice you should take. First Choice Restoration.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. In your business headlines this morning, more than 3.2 million Calico Critter toys are being recalled after 2 children have died. The toys were sold in a set with baby bottle and pacifier accessories. Officials say they pose a choking hazard for small children. The company that makes the products say 2 children died in connection to its products. A 3rd child was also injured. The Calico Critter toys were sold at Walmart and on Amazon between January 2000 and December 2021. The FDA has issued a letter calling on the baby formula industry to do better to keep salmonella and other bacteria out of its products. That asks for voluntary reporting of positive bacteria tests by companies and urges facilities to reduce the amount of water in dry production areas. They also want officials to test surfaces for bacteria and make sure raw ingredients are safe. The letter also says facilities need to have corrective measures in place for when bacteria is discovered. Visa, MasterCard, and Discover say they are planning to pausing a plan to implement a new merchant category code for the nation's gun retailers. 24 Republican attorneys general warned the credit card companies they should not go ahead with their plans. Advocates argue this would help track suspicious transactions of firearms and ammunition and could help flag potential mass shooters and gun traffickers. GOP officials say this harms the constitutional rights of gun owners and potentially violates consumer protection and antitrust laws. Coming up, we take a look at some of the severe weather affecting travel and life across the country. But first, Jason Valentine has your Weather Alert Day forecast. We'll be back in just 3 minutes.
Next Extra, Tom Cruise, ready to win his first Oscar? Rihanna, ready to take the stage, and host Jimmy Kimmel is just
ready for anything.
Every last-minute detail. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KVU.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bath Fitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
It's great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. In case you forgot, we have your all-you-can-eat salad bar, and we can seat groups of up to 50 people. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab. Enjoy your meal and save room for dessert. We have a happy hour and big screen TVs. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone, and it is here. Heavy precipitation throughout all of our regions. It will be ending by the middle of the morning hours, maybe hanging around a little longer for the Ellensburg region. So let's get right to it. We do have quite a bit of shower activity throughout our areas, and we had some heavy cells coming through recently for the Tri-Cities area, into Walla Walla, into Hermiston as well. We do have snow, Yakima region, and the Ellensburg region. So here's what we can expect for your morning hours. So more snow. This is a closer look at our areas. So that snow just to the south of Hanford and Sunnyside, looking at rain right now. Prosser looking at rain as well. There's that heavy cell we were talking about that has moved its way into pretty much the northwest area of our regions. And taking a little bit more of a macro look, again, more shower activity, and we have more snow in the upper elevations of the Blues and for the Cascades, much heavier in the Blue Mountain region. So our winter weather advisory is going to end at noon today for the Kittitas and the Yakima Valley areas. So we do have snow expected to continue. That's going to end at noon. Now, ending at 10 o'clock tonight is the winter storm warning for the Blue Mountain region. Again, 10 to 17 inches expected. That ends at 10 p.m. Currently, I-84 both directions is closed at exit 216. So treacherous driving through that area. So our futurecast, we expect to see more snow to be in the Ellensburg area, Yakima area. It is going to be moving out of our regions very, very soon. Looks like it's going to stick around the Blues a little bit longer. So as we move along in the morning, that system is just going to hang over Ellensburg. So more snow on the way before it starts to warm up this morning. It's going to warm up quite nicely though. Then as we head into our evening hours, we're going to see some clearing. We're going to see some sunshine today for all of our areas. Then as we head into our Saturday, into our weekend, we do expect warmer conditions for our weekend, and then warm condition on Monday. My goodness, we're going to see the return of 60s for some of our areas. So our current temperatures, 39 right now for the Tri-Cities, 45 for Walla Walla. And the reason we are having the snow, we're right at that moment for snow to fall, 33 for Yakima, 32 for Ellensburg. So expect more snow in those areas for the next couple of hours. So our temperature trend, we're going to see a nice little bump on Monday for our areas, and then we're going to be right around our average as we move into our next work week. So a little bit warmer conditions are on the way. So winds, we had a wind advisory for the Blue Mountain region that has ended, and we have some pretty pretty much mid-teens to lower teens for some of our areas, so a little bit of breezy conditions. We'll see those breezy conditions start to slow down as we move along in the day. We're going to see those winds slow down for our weekend as well. Then those southerly winds are going to bring in those warmer temperatures on Monday and then kind of ebb off as we head along in our next work week. So for today, our highs a little off from what we saw yesterday. 43 for Ellensburg, mid to upper 40s for the Yakima Valley. And again, any snow that falls will be gone by the afternoon. Today in the mid-Columbia, lower 50s, upper 40s, and over in the lovely Blue Mountain region, again, a little cooler today, upper 40s. So our 7-day forecast for Yakima, we still have that rain alert day today, but it will be calming down and we'll see some sunshine as we get into especially our afternoon. Don't forget to spring ahead late Saturday into Sunday morning. We lose an hour this weekend, but we gain an hour of sunshine in the evening. And then as we move into Monday, warmer with shower activity expected, and then settling down as we move along in our work week with more sunshine, highs in the lower 50s. In the Tri-Cities, nicer this weekend, 64 and rainy on Monday. Looks like Tuesday as well, settling down. So folks, we have more rain for our areas on the way. Should come to an end in the next couple of hours, except for Ellensburg. Looks like that snow will be persisting for the next couple of hours at least.
A new emergency has been declared in parts of California, bracing for what could be a historic flooding event as a major storm moves in. Andrew Dimbert tells us California isn't alone, preparing for another blast of winter weather.
Heavy rain and high winds hammered California's central coast overnight, triggering mudslides and forcing road closures. Authorities near San Francisco say one person was injured after a tree fell on this Tesla. Up to 8 more feet of snow could fall in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where homes and businesses were buried in recent storms. The California National Guard and CAL FIRE have been dropping hay to cattle down below who are stranded in the snow. And at this school, the gym's roof collapsed under all that weight. People are now rushing to clear their roofs before the storm adds more weight to the snow.
Rain on top of snow can make it up to 10 times heavier, and some of the most significant accumulations in this region are expected for just these communities. It's why authorities are telling me there is major concern for flooding and additional roof collapses.
In Southern California, the death toll is expected to rise after back-to-back blizzards devastated mountain communities east of Los Angeles. The San Bernardino Sheriff's Office now says at least 13 people have died since the first storm.
Some of these people have been homebound for 11 days. They've run out of food. They, in some cases, don't have power. They don't have their own generators.
The atmospheric river hitting California will move east into the weekend, threatening the Rockies, increasing the avalanche danger. In Utah, authorities say one person was killed and another injured in an avalanche yesterday. It comes as forecasters track a different storm system, bringing more than 6 inches of snow to the Chicago area, moving through Detroit and Cleveland today and into the Northeast tonight. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
You can stay updated on winter weather in the Valley as well as all across the U.S. by going to yaktrinews.com or following our social media posts. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, at a time when people are taking a hit on expensive groceries, Second Harvest gets a helping hand from 2 big agriculture companies that help serve our area. More on that when we come back.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Era Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
To start your 4-cheese mac and cheese, you want to put about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan. And then while that's heating up on a medium to medium high heat, we're going to add heavy cream. And you're just going to coat the bottom of the pan. It's about a cup to a cup and a half that we're using here. And we just want the cream to get heated through and the butter to melt before we add our cheese. We use mozzarella, it gives it that nice stringiness. Parmesan, which gives it a salty and nutty flavor. Cheddar, because cheddar, you know, mac and cheese. And then I use a smoked Gouda, and that gives it its smoky, creamy flavor. You have about a 1/4 cup of each cheese in here. But you keep it moving because you don't want to burn your cream. Otherwise, you're going to have a sour milk tasting sauce, and that's not good. We're going to add our pasta. We're using macaroni noodles. This is 7 ounces by weight of cooked pasta. And you can see it's getting all incorporated. The cheeses are melting. Now we're going to turn the heat off. It's okay that everything's not completely melted and combined because this is going to go into the oven. Now we're going to put it into the pan. I'm using an oven-safe disposable pan, and it's perfect for takeout. Breadcrumbs. I'm just using a seasoned breadcrumbs. I like to top my mac and cheese with bacon. Now this is going to go into a 450-degree oven for about 6 minutes. And there's your 4-cheese mac and cheese.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Celebrate the Oscars this Sunday on Cap KVO.
Welcome back, everyone. Time now is 5:26. We are taking a look at I-84. It is closed right now. Mile marker 216. Winter weather causing trucks to fishtail. Dangerous driving conditions. Let's take a look at all of our area passes. Snoqualmie Pass, traction tires required. Snow and wind. White Pass, chains required. Hard snow falling there. Stevens Pass, oddly enough, usually our diciest pass is traction tires advised. And as I said, I-84 at Cabbage Hill, mile marker 216, it is closed. If you don't have to travel through the mountains today, please don't.
Thank you, Jason. Here are the latest school closures that have been sent into our newsroom. Yakima School District is 2 hours late, but breakfast will be available in the cafeteria. Sela School District is 2 hours late. Natchez Valley School District is 2 hours late. AM and PM buses are on snow routes. Highland School District is 2 hours late. No AM preschool. West Valley School District is 2 hours late. No AM preschool, and AM and PM buses are on snow routes. Here are the latest road closures. Parts of I-84 near LeGrand and Baker City are closed after reports of semi-trucks that have spun out and are blocking the roadway. Driving conditions are poor with blowing snow and ice-covered roadways. There's no timeline as to when the road will reopen, and authorities say drivers will have to wait until conditions improve. And for the latest on school and road closures and to get more on this winter storm and see pictures or videos, click on our weather blog on yaktrynews.com. We are keeping it updated throughout the morning.
And folks, get ready for more snow for many of our areas, more rain as well. I'll get you prepared on a weather alert morning that's coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we check in with Representative Dan Newhouse and his plan to help agencies find and bring home missing Indigenous people to the Valley. Also, a groundbreaking in Pasco that brings with it excitement over new development in the city. Our very own Riley Fitzgerald brings us the details. We'll be right back after this.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple goes big into classical. It's launching a new classical music streaming app with over 5 million unique tracks and thousands of exclusive albums. Apple says users will be able to search by composer, work, and conductor. Apple Classical Music launches March 28th. Roku is making its own TVs available exclusively at Best Buy stores. The Roku branded TVs range from $24 to $75 and top out at $1,200. There's a basic line and a premium line, and of course, they each come with a voice-enabled Roku remote. Netflix is out with a new feature allowing users to customize the appearance of closed captions and subtitles. Text size can be small, medium, or large and includes 3 text style options. Users can also choose from several contrasting backgrounds to make the text easier to read. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I love my hardwood floors, but honestly, I didn't really know how to take care of them. That's until I found Swiffer WetJet Wood. It's specially made for wood floors with a microfiber-like pad that's really soft. And it sprays with a light mist that dries in half the time. That dirt and grime gets absorbed and locked away. The coolest part? It prevents streaks and haze better than my old mop. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. WetJet Wood with a money-back guarantee. Also, try Sweeper wood cloths.
When you find your reason to go on, let it pull you past the doubt, past the pain, and past your limits. No matter what, we go on. BioFreeze.
Think Mom's mad about her favorite shoes? Nope, because Bank of America lets her switch her Choice Cashback category to online shopping, so she earns more on a replacement pair.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards card, you just can't stop getting rewarded.
It is a weather alert day on this Friday morning. Plenty of rain and snow for our areas. I'll get you caught up on what the driving conditions are.
Representative Dan Newhouse tells us what he's doing to help the region's families of missing Indigenous people and his plans to help investigators get the tools they need for investigations. And in a new health report, why a top researcher says young athletes should not be disqualified from their sports, even if they have a diagnosed heart condition. All that and more up next.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for staying with us. It is a weather alert day for many people up and down the valley. Let's turn things over right away to First Alert Weather's Jason Valentine for the latest on this alert day.
Thank you so much, Jill. And yes, raining cats and dogs overnight for many of our areas. Heavy precipitation. All of our regions, it will be ending this morning. It just depends on where you live, where it will be ending. So let's take a look at our radar. A heavy system came through just between Tri-Cities, Walla Walla areas, and we have another heavy system coming through. Plenty of shower activity, but it is about to stop for Hermiston, Prosser area. We've got a break in Yakima, but we have more snow on the way for Ellensburg. A lot going on. We'd like to thank Noel Moxie of Yakima. Look, the dog is enjoying the snow. This is in Yakima from this morning, so you do have snow on the ground. We do have some school delays, so do be aware of that. You can go to yaktrinews.com for an updated list of those. So for Yakima, we expect some light snow, then clearing as we get along in the day. A little cooler today. Highs are going to be in the mid-40s for the Yakima Valley, lower 50s for the Tri-Cities area. More rain, but soon to come to an end. We are going to get a break from all this precipitation, folks. Just be careful out on the roads. It is going to be very slick. I'll have much more in my full forecast, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
There are more than 130 Indigenous people missing in Washington state, an issue that's been called both a crisis and an epidemic. It's an issue Cap KVUE's Emily Goodell tells us federal lawmakers are working to address.
Marianne Young Running Crane, Elias Culps, Michael Hansen. These are just a few of the more than 40 Indigenous people missing from the Yakima Reservation.
You could say that it's the center of the crisis that we're facing with the missing and murdered Indigenous persons issue.
Newhouse says Savannah's Act and the Not Invisible Act, both signed into law in 2020, have been helping.
We've made really good progress over the last couple of years. I'm happy about that.
But he says tribal law enforcement needs more help, something the Badges Act looks to address by giving them better access to federal databases and by establishing a grant program supporting tribal missing persons and sexual assault investigations.
Another issue that is important is providing access to some of the mental health and wellness programs that are available through the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Also on the horizon, the Parity for Tribal Law Enforcement Act to address understaffing at tribal police departments.
People are hired by tribes and then are trained and are on their job for a while, and the tribes just haven't been unable to compete because other agencies are able to offer employment opportunities that tribes haven't been able to.
And work continues to create a federal MMIP task force, likely headquartered in the Yakima Valley.
I brought an official from BIA to the Yakima Valley to see firsthand not only the problems that we have that we're trying to address, but to see the commitment on the part of the local people in trying to get something done so that 5-10 years from now, we don't have to keep saying that this is the worst crisis in the country right here in Central Washington.
Newhouse says they're still working on funding and logistics.
We haven't got it done yet, but we won't give up.
Reporting, Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE Local News.
Newhouse says the Badges Act should be going through committee hearings shortly. The city of Pasco has broken ground for its Broadmoor Improvements project. $600,000 was awarded to a Kennewick contractor to begin construction. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald says this groundbreaking is the beginning of many projects happening in the Broadmoor area.
Phase 1A of the Broadmoor improvements will improve rough grading of 3 roadways in the area. That's Sandifer Parkway, Road 108, and a utility corridor in the vicinity of Road 103. These planned improvements are estimated to be $40 million. This $600,000 to kick it off starts with the roads and grading. According to officials, this is likely the most important economic development project that's happened in the Tri-Cities in a long time.
This is 1,240 acres. This is one of the largest master plans in the entire country right now. So, you know, this is a, I mean, think about it. This land has been vacant forever, and it's in the center of the Tri-Cities. And so this is really sort of a big awakening for the city of Pasco.
More improvements taking place in the next phase are significant upgrades to the I-182 and Road 100 interchange and widening of Broadmoor Boulevard north of the interstate in order to improve pedestrian, cyclist, and vehicle access and safety. In Pasco, Riley Fitzgerald, Cap KVUE Local News.
First Alert's Jason Valentine is here with a look at your forecast.
Folks, a lot of precipitation overnight into our morning hours. I'll let you know when it's scheduled to end. I'll have a sneak preview of your weekend as well. Let me tell you, it's going to be a little better. Coming up.
And coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you where you can score some locally made pottery and support local artists right here in our community. We'll be right back.
You've got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before. During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus 4 years, no interest and no down payment. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
This Sunday, it's the event of the year, the Oscars on ABC, with performances by Rihanna, David Byrne, Stephanie Hsu and Son Lux, Lenny Kravitz, Diane Warren with Sophia Carson, Raul Sepligin, Caleb Oliva, and more, with awards for the greatest dream makers of the year.
The Oscars. And the Oscar goes to...
Jimmy Kimmel hosts the Oscars, live Sunday on ABC.
Save big on a closeout truckload special exclusively at Fred's Appliance.
Fred's Appliance has a limited supply of Samsung front-load laundry sets on sale now for only $6.99 each.
With this steam set, get rid of the toughest stains and enjoy wrinkle-free clothes.
This Samsung laundry set is only $6.99 each. Save $500 on this washer and dryer that you won't find at the box stores. But hurry, at these prices, these Samsung laundry sets won't last long.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Join us for the Active for Life Senior Prom March 23rd from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at the Uptown Theater in Richland. There will be dinner, games, a photo booth, live music, and of course dancing. Grab your favorite senior, put on your best Roaring 20s outfit, and dance the night away. We'll see you there.
Next ET, what to expect come Oscar Sunday.
It really is one of the best things about the show.
From the performers to the presenters, plus the former winner providing some liquid courage. Next ET,
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers, and the doers, thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups and get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus 4 years, no interest, no down payment, and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Celebrate the Oscars this Sunday on Cap KView.
It's a diagnosis that can halt a young athlete's sports career. But a new study shows many athletes who are diagnosed with a genetic heart disease may not have to leave the field or the court. Mandy Gaither tells us about the new findings that are bringing hope to young athletes.
The reports are rare but alarming. Elite athletes experiencing heart problems or even suddenly collapsing during games.
The notion has been out there for 3 decades plus that unless your heart is perfect, no sport's for you.
Mayo Clinic cardiologist Michael Ackerman says athletes with diagnosed genetic heart conditions should not be automatically disqualified due to their health conditions.
If you have a diagnosed heart condition that has been evaluated, carefully evaluated, well treated, and you have been counseled in the approach of shared decision making, that you can return to what you love.
Ackerman's senior author of a study that hasn't yet been published in a peer-reviewed journal, but for an average of 7 years, researchers followed dozens of elite athletes from a variety of Division I and professional sports. All had a diagnosed genetic heart condition and were cleared for return to play. Of the 76 studied, 3 had cardiac events after being diagnosed and treated, either fainting or a shock from an implanted defibrillator. None of the athletes died, and most continued their sports career with no heart-related events.
It's a great message of hope and empowerment that it's now partly in your court.
Ackerman says athletes should know their story, speak up if there are concerning symptoms like suddenly fainting, and know your family history. Are there warning signs or unexplained deaths? Then work with your healthcare team to decide if continuing sports is right for you. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Most of the athletes in the study were initially disqualified from competing by their primary provider or institution after their diagnosis. Many opted to return to playing with no restrictions under the care of a doctor. Coming up, the Washington Apple Education Foundation is hosting its annual art contest. We'll tell you how to enter and what you'll get if you take home the top prize. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
What are the biggest operational challenges on your farm? Data management and displays? Navigating the John Deere Operations Center? Equipment setup and infield adjustments? If you have precision agriculture questions, we have the Precision Ag Answers. Join RDO Equipment Company's team of experts for Precision Ag Answers, a collection of videos covering John Deere precision ag technology. Everything from quick tips to basic how-tos and in-depth tutorials.
We know vaccines, immunizations, and boosters save lives. They nearly eradicated polio, protected our infants from chickenpox and measles, and kept our kids safe from whooping cough and meningitis. The best way to keep your family safe from these viruses is to stay informed about when to get vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, like COVID-19 or the flu, talk with your healthcare provider today. Learn more at askyourprovider.org.
Are we still on for 3?
I'm on phone.
When your team needs more space to work and eat,
Carl, is that mackerel? No, it's trout.
it matters where you stay.
Fish tacos?
Carl.
Hilton for the stay.
From Cap KView, this is Apple Valley Eats.
Welcome to Sage Brewing Company. We're the Tri-Cities premier location for great beer and a laid-back environment. I love making Simcoe-focused IPAs and hazy IPAs and all kinds of different hoppy beers. So our two main beers are our Big Boss IPA, which is a Northwest style IPA. It's got plenty of bitterness and hoppy aroma from Simcoe hops. Not too bitter, but just enough to balance that malt. And then we also have our Hold My Haze, which is our hazy IPA that's really nice and juicy, has some real tropical fruit flavors to it, and a nice hoppy punch in the aroma as well. We opened up our original location here at the brewery in 2019, late 2019, and then we have a second location at Hanson Park. That location we opened up last year in December. So the brewery location is a family-friendly location. We have a very small patio out front to allow dogs, but this is where we make all of our beers. All of our beers are made here, and then we take them down to the Hanson Park location. The Hanson Park location is a 21 and over. It's a little bit more adult focused, but we've got a lot of activities and events that we try to have down there.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. Yes, heavy precipitation throughout all of our regions. This will be ending this morning. It just depends on where you're at when it will end. Looks like it's going to linger a little longer in the Ellensburg area. So let's get right to it. We have some heavy cells coming right into the Walla Walla area as we speak. So get ready for some heavy precipitation, but we are seeing the end of this precipitation coming to Hermiston, soon to come to Pendleton, Prosser, even Yakima. But we do expect the snow to double back onto Ellensburg, at least a very good chance of it. Here's a closer look at your regions. So that snow continuing to fall, finally getting out of Yakima. Rain snow mix to rain for Sunnyside, almost getting out there. Here's that heavy cell just to the south east of the lovely Tri-Cities area, and it's starting to roll through Walla Walla. So folks, heavy rains there, including Milton Freewater, and we're still experiencing quite a bit of snow in the upper elevations of the Blues, above 4,500 feet. So winter weather advisory for Ellensburg, Yakima areas. That will end today at noon, but really the threat will be over here very soon. But quite a bit of snow has fallen. We have 10 to 17 inches for the upper elevations of the Blues. That ends at 10 o'clock tonight, so we're still seeing quite a bit of snow funneling into the upper elevations of the Blues. So future cast, as we move along in our morning, we're going to get a break from the precipitation, save for Ellensburg. That is just going to be hanging right there. If it moves a little north, though, we could be getting a break in Ellensburg. As we move along in our day, we are going to see some sunshine today. So things are going to be settling down quite nicely. Winds are going to be slowing down as well. Should be kind of an interesting evening. As we get into our Saturday, we have much more sunshine on the way. Still with shower activity kind of surrounding us. We could see a quick spritz or two for your weekend. So, but nothing like we saw overnight tonight into this morning. So current temperatures 39 for the Tri-Cities. And again, we're still seeing that snow threat due to temperatures being right around the freezing mark for Yakima, Ellensburg. Looks like the point for rain snow mix is 34 degrees. So just get ready for some slick driving this morning. Be very careful. So for our temperature trend, we're going to continue to be right around our average as we head into our next work week, but we do get a bit of a spike on Monday. We'll be getting winds in from the south, warming things up. So as we're looking at our winds, we just got out of a wind advisory for Pendleton, but still blowing hard with that heavy cell coming through. So 33 mile-per-hour winds, Pendleton, 22 for Hermiston. So as we get to the gate where we're ending the precipitation, that's where those heavy winds are. The winds are going to be slowing down today and into our weekend. We have more winds, though, mid to upper teens for our winds to start our next work week. So just a lot going on, folks. So mid to upper 40s for the Yakima Valley, 43 your high for Ellensburg. Again, whatever snow has fallen will be melted, at least mostly by the afternoon. Lower 50s to upper 40s for the Mid-Columbia. We are a little off of what we were yesterday. Upper 40s for most of the Blue Mountain region. 7-day forecast, a much nicer weekend is on the way. Some sunshine, 51 tomorrow for Yakima. We're going to spring ahead an hour late Saturday into Sunday morning. You lose an hour for your weekend, but you gain sunshine in the evening hours. As we head into our next work week, we're going to start with shower activity Monday with those warmer temperatures, and then settle into the lower 50s and more sunshine as the week goes on. In the Tri-Cities area, a nice weekend ahead, but plenty of shower activity Monday and Tuesday. But folks, we are about a week and a half away from spring. It's starting to look like it as winter weather is throwing a bit of a fit. Overnight tonight into this morning is most likely winter's last gasp.
Students across multiple Washington counties have the opportunity to win prizes for their artwork. The Washington Apple Education Foundation is hosting the annual Year of the Apple Art Contest. The contest is Apple-themed, recognizing high school students in tree fruit communities, including those in Benton, Franklin, Yakima, Walla Walla, and Kittitas counties. The grand prize winner gets $1,000, second place takes $500, and third gets $250. The overall grand prize winner will also have their artwork turned into a poster-sized calendar.
It's really interesting to see the different levels of artwork, and by levels I mean from, as I mentioned, from 9th grade to 12th grade, and they are so talented. The judges that we had come in and help us with this actually had a really hard time trying to decide which artwork. And if you see behind me, some of the artwork behind me is actually artwork that has been submitted in previous years.
The top 3 winners' teachers will also win $150 gift cards for art supplies. The deadline to submit paintings is May 1st. You can find a link to the application on our website, yaktrinews.com. Yakima Valley College's art department is hosting its semi-annual clay sale today. Anyone can drop in and buy bowls, mugs, pitchers, planters, and odds and ends, all created by YVC students and faculty from the past few quarters. All the dinnerware is safe to eat and drink out of, and the sculptures are fun to look at. Many pieces are priced below $10, and all proceeds go to help the college's art department. When we come back, we take a look at some trending stories of the day, including this one, the story behind a tofu-loving man's license plate and why it was rejected by the state.
This Sunday, celebrate the biggest movies of the year with performances by Rihanna, Diane Warren and Sophia Carson, Stephanie Hsu with Sun Lux, and more.
The Oscar goes to
Jimmy Kimmel hosts The Oscars, live Sunday on ABC.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Okay, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home.
All right, we'll see you later. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
So if we spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, or save up to $100 on our Aspen lineup. Plus, 4 years no interest, no down payment, and free shipping. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Rebuilding North Idaho's sturgeon population, Tuesday at 6.
All right, folks, we're going to go a little closer to home. It's 5:55 on your Friday morning. Welcome to the weekend. We're almost seeing a little bit of light in between those raindrops that we are seeing throughout our areas. And folks, we do expect these showers to continue for at least some of our cities for the next couple of hours, but coming to an end in Hermiston, Pendleton area getting a break. So is Yakima, but a heavy cell going through Walla Walla right now. And just want to show you our little man's best friend. Dogs love the snow, Jill.
They sure do.
Thanks Noelle Moxley of Yakima, and you can see the snow that fell in Yakima. It is quite wet because we're right at that freezing mark. Same story for Ellensburg. Be very careful on the road. We do expect another couple of hours of snow in the Ellensburg area for the next, like I said, couple of hours. I'll have your full forecast and let you know what the weather alert is all about in my forecast coming up.
I love the little paw prints.
Yes, I do too.
All right, it's time to take a look at what's trending this morning. For some, Jason, it's like a heavenly sound, and for others, it may drive them a little crazy. It's International Bagpipe Day. Jason, this is a celebration of this unique instrument and a chance to explore its diversity and history. The instrument is played all over the world. The earliest bagpipes likely date back to ancient Rome and even Egypt. Bagpipes are often played at funerals or somber occasions, but around this time of year, you can also hear them at parades and Irish pubs for St. Patrick's Day.
And when Mr. Spock died in Star Trek II, the movie, Mr. Scott played Amazing Grace on the bagpipes,
On the bagpipes.
During the funeral.
That's a classic on the bagpipes.
Exactly, even though Spock came back in the next movie. Spoiler alert. Well, with this next trending story, it may give you a whole new meaning to Queen Bee or bee. A new study of honeybees has led to the discovery of waggle dancing.
Waggle dancing.
What? Scientists say booty-shaking worker bees guide their fellow workers to pollen by what has been now dubbed waggle dancing. Waggle dancing is when bees perform steps that map out where food is located and how far it is from the hive. Worker bees, by the way, all females, learn the dance moves from the elder bees, so they are able to generate a sort of map to the next meal. That is incredible.
They're so intelligent.
These waggle dancers start learning how to shake their rumps when they are about 8 days old. Wow.
And finally, a Maine motorist has lost his battle to keep his vegan positive license plate. Check this out, Jason.
Okay.
The vegan man says he received a letter from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles back in January telling him that he had to get rid of his license plate. Now the plate reads, "Love tofu," because he is a vegan, but state officials argue the plates could be interpreted as vulgar, and we'll let you decide what it means. The man appealed the decision, but it was rejected. I don't know, Jason, is there might be a better way to show your appreciation of tofu.
It's just unfortunate. He just loves tofu, but it just happens to be, you know, for, I can see where
can be misinterpreted.
Could be, but I'm sure he'll find his way.